that should not be. So most times when I'm coming for meetings, I also want to know what other men of God are coming. And this is not maybe a sense of superiority. I want to be able to know so that it will help me to know how to teach, because we see in parts, we prophesy in parts, and there are certain dimensions of revelation it's not safe to bring in the presence of certain people. They will think it's a personal attack on them. So you will need the maturity to work. These are all the dynamics that you have to go through, if you understand what I'm saying. But I think that the message here is I am always at liberty to say, no, I am sorry. And it doesn't have to be that I am busy. It's a request. Your request, I'm not the only man of God. There are men of God more superior, better in revelation. And I mean, it shouldn't be that any personal offense is picked just because apostle is not there. The best of us is only an effective member in the body. And sometimes God constrains us to minimize idolatry. There are times that, you know, and I'm sure everyone here will testify, thank God for the honor that people show us, but sometimes people can almost worship you. It makes it as though if you don't come, there are people today that say, Apostle, even if it's just to stand in the front of our church and go back, you know. Look, I was created by the great, my mother is alive. I have a birth certificate. And, you know, because of the investment of the Spirit upon our lives, it is our responsibility to remind the people that we are not God. And we must be unashamed about it. We love the stage light and all these things, but sometimes we have to say, you know what? Please, I'm tired. I need some time with God. I just sense that I've exhausted myself spiritually, and I need to take 2 weeks, maybe 1 week off with God to just spend time, because what you give is an overflow of your secret place. And when you are dry and you are dead, you may be doing the motions, but the strange thing is the same people inviting you will discern your backsliding. They will know that this man is no longer serious with God, and you will not come again. So protect your continuity by having the courage to be able to say, you know what, I am grateful. And then let me say this. I'm saying it on behalf of the worship ministers. I know that they may not want to say this, but let me tell you sincerely. No great man, no one who has paid the price to rise by the Spirit of God will give himself cheaply. There is a balance that I want to bring on their behalf. In as much as they do not charge, sincerely speaking, anybody who understands anything about success and growth should know that attaining this kind of level of global influence comes with a price. A price that only God can explain. And so there should be a token of honor, whether it is financially or otherwise. There are people who have not yet gotten to the level to bring this grace. You can be patient and work with the people who are rising within your locality that both your finance and influence can accommodate. Knowing that one day you have the opportunity to sit at table with the great. Because sometimes what people do that they call faith is foolishness. You see that? In all fairness, I will tell you this. There are people who have wanted to invite me and they send text messages and say, Apostle, I listened to your message. You say you are humble. You say you love God. And I know that my coming, the crowds that will come, those people don't even have the financial capability to host it. The security system required, you see, and all of that. There are certain political people who may want to come to that meeting in honor of my coming. And these people don't have influence with the DSS. They don't have influence with the police. They don't know some of the ethics of hosting ministers at certain levels. So sometimes you save them this painful lesson by staying away. They may not understand. You see that? And so I think we must sustain the courage. You may be misunderstood. People may insult you. They may misunderstand you. But your walk with God is the most important thing. And God is the one who honors you, and he will continue to bless you. But I will encourage every man of God, every minister of God, and respectfully speaking, the great people here. I have the opportunity of knowing a bit about the inner sacrifices that they make. Please love God, love the body, but do not give yourself cheaply to people who have not mastered the art of discerning your pain and your sacrifice. You can reduce the expectation that comes with the anointing, and you find out that even your receiving of your grace will become commonized, and the people will not be blessed again. So I hope that I didn't communicate this in an offensive way, but I think it was important to at least drum it, because people will continue to take advantage of people. We will honor fathers, we will honor people, but concentrate on building relationships with the people you want to add. Don't bump into people and say we have a conference, we have a meeting. No, you can check out on them, like Minister Bukola said. There are people who have not asked. These men live, they don't do any other thing. How are they faring? How are your children? You know, please take this, buy something for your children, just laugh it over and all of that. Some of these people celebrate birthdays. Some of these people celebrate special programs. Some of these people have meetings that you can invest in. Oh, this is my 50,000. This is just to say thank you. These things are track records you are creating, so that the day you come, they will look at you and say, I remember you. But not that you just come out of the blues and you are not interested in the welfare and the growth and the increase of someone, and then you come and lay claims. And you know, the trouble, let me say this, is that just because someone overlooks your flaw and still honors your meeting does not mean you use their presence as an endorsement to not grow and improve yourself. Because this is what certain people do sometimes. I can invite Pastor Shola under the worst condition of honor, and Pastor Shola may overlook it. I will now use his coming to say, Minister Bukola, don't think you are anything special. We have brought Pastor Shola. Yes. You don't know the discomfort he went through to honor your meeting. So I think these are things, because sometimes ministers can have a track record of people they have brought, gospel artists they have brought, and, you know, claim, what do you think you are? We've brought so and so. But those people left with bad and painful memories. It was only the love of God and mercy, like we shared in the conference, that just kept them. And just because they didn't tell you does not mean they didn't feel it. I think I should stop here.